This episode is brought to you by Marqeta. When it comes to your payments provider, you can't afford to compromise. Marqeta's modern payment solutions flex with your business without the trade-offs. Stable and agile, secure and innovative, scalable and configurable. If they say you can't have it all, don't believe them. Your business demands more. Choose a payments provider that delivers more. Choose Marqeta. Visit marqeta.com/Spotify to learn more.
Welcome to People Tech, the podcast of the HCM Technology Report. I'm Mark Pfeffer. It's May 22nd, 2020, and here's some news. As we head into what some might call the summer of reopening, some interesting survey numbers have come out. What they say is that officials and executives are anxious to, quote, get back to business, but workers aren't quite there yet. Let's start with the obvious. More than 38 million people are unemployed in the United States. That puts the jobless rate somewhere north of 15%. And no surprise, more than 3/4 of Americans want to hold on to their jobs. But that doesn't mean they'll stay where they are no matter what. For one thing, JobVite says most workers would change jobs if they didn't think their company was doing enough to keep them safe. And consider this. Almost 2/3 of CFOs say they're very confident they can provide a safe work environment. That comes from PwC. But 50% of workers say they'll stay home from work because they're afraid of the virus. 24% won't use public transportation to commute because of the virus, and 21% say they'll have to stay home because their parents are caregivers. But one thing that is clear, reopening or not, business people are starting to think more about doing business than just hanging on. PwC says many executives are starting to pull back from cutting costs. Instead, they're working on plans to operate in this new stay-at-home, socially distanced world. In other news, iCIMS acquired Opening.io, an Irish data science company that applies AI to talent acquisition. It's using Opening's technology as the basis for a new product that it calls Talent Logic. Talent Logic pairs Opening.io's solution with iCIMS' billions of hiring data points. It's designed to help HR, recruiters, and hiring managers identify and connect with candidates more quickly and more efficiently. The technology is called a talent recommender engine. It uses machine intelligence and processes like matching and ranking, skills cataloging, recommending salaries, and analyzing intelligence around talent pools. It's all about making better hires. Meantime, there's a new job board in town. It's called Lay Offers, and it connects job seekers with recruiters, lets them share information, access data, and track layoffs. It launched in April, and last week added the contact information of 370,000 recruiters to its platform. The company said more than 10,000 jobs from 5,900 companies have been posted to the site so far. Dice released a remote jobs classification for U.S. users. The filter allows candidates to identify and employers to highlight remote roles. Before the pandemic, Dice said 93% of technology professionals would rather have worked from home, but only 60% were given the opportunity. So, a remote workers tag. That's all the news for this week. It was quiet, but it's a holiday. This has been People Tech, the podcast of the HCM Technology Report. To keep up with the most important developments in HR technology, visit the HCM Technology Report every day. We're the most trusted source of news in the HR tech industry. Find us at www.hcmtechnologyreport.com. I'm Mark Pfeffer.
The world's best-known investor and Wall Street expert Warren Buffett once said, "Wall Street is the only place that people ride to in a Rolls-Royce to get advice from those who take the subway." Mr. Buffett's quote is remarkably accurate, but how many people would rather receive advice from him than someone simply guessing? Welcome to Buy, Hold, Sell, your single source for Wall Street knowledge and profitable guidance. Please join me, Todd Schoenberger, and fellow trader Tobin Smith, as well as host Veronica Dudo, for a podcast known to move the needle for investors. Tobin and I are seasoned Wall Street executives with deep investment experience, and we are prepared to share our advice to those who choose to listen. Download Buy, Hold, Sell today on the Evergreen Podcast Network or your favorite podcast channel.
Welcome to Don't Retire, Graduate, the podcast that asks you what you want to be when you grow up so you can graduate into retirement with a purpose and a passion, whether you're 25, 85, or any age in between. Gain actionable financial and mindset tips from your favorite authors, podcasters, and influencers to help you reach that exciting next chapter. Listen now and start building your path to financial freedom and reframing what retirement can mean to you. This is your host, Eric Brotman, reminding you, don't retire, graduate.